So I've decided to come online and play some Need for Speed. Now, of course, I thought I was going to have some fun. I thought it was just going to be a little bit of bants, but of course, no. This guy had other plans. Immediately rams me off the road and then crashes himself. Now, I leave him behind me thinking, whatever, that guy's an idiot. So I'm doing it. I'm about to overtake, and then he finds me into the wall. So I'm raging at this point. Anyone that knows me knows I'm most definitely raging there. But it's okay. I don't give up. I don't quit. I just keep going. Now, everyone that plays this is pretty much using the Porsche Carrera. It's an extremely OP car. It basically beats everything on the game. The developers put it in as a troll. They don't really care about balancing at all. But I didn't let this get in my way. Now in this corner they didn't slow down, and all three of them, it looks like, just crashed immediately. Now I do respect this guy in front of me. He's driving the Dodge Viper. No one ever uses it. Look how terrible it is. Like, it can't turn. Look at that. Straight past him. Anyone that wins a race in a Viper has to be a beast, because that thing is just awful. Now, of course, the guy that hit me on the first corner is there in the Porsche, no doubt, trying his best. Yeah, this one it's over. I can see he's using all of his nitrous. Like, no, I'm in the Porsche. It's OP. I've been on the forums. Even they say it's OP. Nah, it's just not enough. Wrecked. He's struggling to stay on my map. Alright, and that's a nice easy win there. Didn't have any issues. Kinda just took it. Let's go. Cool. Let's hit up race number 2. Right, perfect shift. I don't know, this race, I haven't really done this race very much. Of course, Porsche's all around me. What can you do? So I let this guy go like human being rather than trying to push him off the road. Perfect moment it is. I don't know, my experience from doing these races is there are some cool people, they don't crash you sometimes. I don't know, it's kind of weird actually. Let's just say 10% of the time you'll find pretty decent human beings that you're racing with, but the rest are just animals. They're just straight animals. They don't care. Like this guy, he wasn't too bad. He didn't try and block me or nothing. He kind of just let me slip by. That was a nice pass. I'm a beast. But I don't know, the car, like I use this or I use the BRZ, the Subaru. What's the other car I use? The Sylvia, but I don't really use that Porsche. Anyone that uses that Porsche, it's a crutch. It's like just the OP car, and it can be beaten as you can see, but a lot of times you're just gonna see that it's eventually just gonna become lobbies just full of that one car. Like you can beat it, but you're better off just using that. That's what everyone's gonna use anyway. Half the people that use it don't know what on earth is going on. They don't know where they are. They think they're in the destruction derby. Just every corner they like on your bumper, just grinding up on you like it's in the club. Stupid, man. Actually, this race is pretty short. About a minute ago. And he's on close on my tail as well. Okay, actually, this was a good race. Wow. Right behind me the whole time. But all the rest of them, they're in Porsches, and as you can see, they're nowhere. So I guess he's the 10%. The rest are just savages. Look at this. Hitting them apexes, precision. Now, some of the cars, are underpowered, like the BMWs, like is it the M2? Don't even bother using that in this. It's a waste of your time, waste of everyone's time. They don't know. The developers put it in as a troll, I think, because that car is a waste. Literally, just even with maximum nitrous, whatever you're trying to do, just it's a waste of your time. And the Ferrari 458, that's another one. Don't bother using. It's too slow. Here we go, another win. GG. Good race to that guy behind me. He was right there the whole time. Alright, third race. Time for race number 3. Right, so this is the last race out of 5. Marcus Collection, definitely the best race in the game. It's all the way at the top of the map if you don't know it, but it is the best race by far. You can't go wrong with Marcos. So there's that Viper, that beast. Oh, there's a GTR in there, I didn't even know. And a BMW, wow. What? I've already won at this point. The thing is about this race, I've noticed a lot of people can't race it because not only does it have cars you gotta dodge, but there's a lot of corners, and then you gotta try and carry your speed through the corner without slowing down too much. And a lot of people, it's just too much for them. You know, they're so focused on ramming the guy in front of them and behind them that they can't actually race. So just gonna get further and further away with little effort. But yeah, it's definitely, if you want to test out your skills, this one. Best track on the game. Look at this, they can't even... And I know there's a Porsche or two in there, but again, can't keep up. Oh yeah, so if there's a guy that thinks he's good and he drives that Porsche, make him come to this track. I can promise you he's most probably going to lose instantly, because that's what always happens. They'll just say, oh, I don't like this track, man, don't like it, because they can't drive it here. Look at this. Flawless run. Nothing stopping me. And that's another thing. If you find yourself in the Porsche, but let's say you've never driven it before, you don't really know, you just bought it to test it, you're cool, you know, but if you're one of those people that knows it's OP and that's the only thing that you drive, slap yourself, because that car is just, it needs to be nerfed or something, or just remove it from this thing, because as I said before, a lot of the guys, they can't drive it. As you can see, they're just nowhere on my screen. But because the car is so good, they might actually end up beating you. And that's not because of skills, that's just the car. Oh well, none of that is relevant here, because they're all noobs. And I'm going to take the win. Literally off the map. Damn. I actually think I beat my previous record there, I think. Is this the one? 2 minutes 50? Oh, I think this is the one. What a beast. What an absolute beast. Oh, 251, okay. I've got to beat that sometime. Well, that's the Need for Speed update. That's pretty much what you're going to encounter. Ramming on the first corner. Porsche Carreras driven by sometimes good players, but mainly just noobs that are just savages. And sometimes just a bunch of noobs that are just trying to wreck people and not even win at all, but whatever. Good luck to any of you that actually bother to do it. Peace.